Good morning, everyone. I just want to say, as a Operation Iraqi Freedom veteran myself, just want to say Happy 4th of July. Hope you guys enjoy it. Today's a special day because we told the Brits, hey, today we woke up. We chose violence. All right, guys. So with that, let's go ahead and do this brisket. Today we got ourselves an HEB Prime brisket, right? And what we're going to do is we are going to use smoke mode on the Pit Boss 1150. And we'll go ahead into detail as we move along with it. But for now, let's go ahead and check out what we got right now.
Alrighty folks, before anything else, please subscribe to this channel. It really helps us out in the long run. Alright, so let's go ahead and start cutting off the edge. Now most briskets are going to have this browning on the side. Make sure you use a very sharp knife. We are using the Dalstrong 6-inch boning knife. Look at that. Very nice knife. Let's take a look at the marbling too. This is an HEB Prime brisket. It's a little bit on the smaller side, but you know what? It still does the job. We're only going to use this for lunch and for maybe a chili later on. We are also going to remove this fat. Be very careful with this too, man. It's a big, very big hunk of fat. You don't want it. We're also going to try and shape this thing, to make sure that it's real nice and aerodynamic. Right? There you go. If you take off a little piece of the meat, that's fine. As long as you keep it aerodynamic, it's going to be completely fine. There we go. Now this part is a little bit on the softer side, but I'm still going to take all of it out. Now let's go ahead and skip on over until we finish off trimming the whole thing. There we go. So one of the things that I'm going to emphasize here is salt and pepper. That's all we're going to use. Now this little shaker that I was trying to use, well, it's not really a shaker, it's just a container. It didn't really work out too well because you can see that the pepper flakes are falling to the bottom first. So we're going to put them into a mixer. There we go, a shaker. And then we are going to start seasoning this thing. Make sure that you shake it every now and then because then you're going to end up with just salt, not enough pepper. So you got to shake it. There you go. Now you see that? So shake it every now and then. Now, what I was going to emphasize in here is just salt and pepper. No meat church, no other seasonings, no paprika, no sugars, no nothing, right? Just salt and pepper because I want to put the lumberjacks to the test. I want to see if we are going to get enough bark, right? And if we do get bark, it's all going to be because of the smoke, not because of the rubs, not because of anything else, right? Just the smoke itself. I haven't had any luck with it with the Pit Boss pellets. I did have luck with the lumberjacks on the dinosaur ribs. So I'm doing all this so that everybody can see here that the lumberjacks can and will get you the smoke that you're wanting. We're also going to season the back end. Now some people, they don't season the back end mainly because they say, hey, you know what? The salt and the pepper is not going to penetrate. They're right, it's not going to penetrate. However, if you leave a 1/4 inch fat like you're supposed to, when you cut that slice down, you're still going to have a little bit of that fat in there, and that fat is going to have that salt and pepper, so it's going to give you that extra little flavor when you bite into it. So it's always a good idea to go ahead and season the back end too. Even if you don't believe it, just try it. Once you bite into the fat, you know what I'm talking about. Right? There we go. Give it a nice little coat. Now with that, let's go ahead and start this video, guys.
Alrighty, we got the fire going. Close it up. Let it get up to temp. 114. We got the lumberjack right over here. Let's see what we got, gents. Alright, we'll go ahead and put the brisket here in a bit. Alrighty, gents. Took the liberty to put the ink bird in. This thing is getting close to temp, so let's go ahead and put it in. Smoky. See, this is what the smoke mode does, man. Alright. So we are going to put it right over there. Pull this up a little bit. Make sure this is nice and straight. And we are going to put it over here. Towards this side. This is the flat, this is the point towards the hotter side. Alright guys, we'll leave it there until further notice. Alright gents, let me go ahead and explain smoke setting here for you guys. So you come over here, that's not a 5, that's an S for smoke mode, right? It's 184 or so. We got a ton of smoke coming out. So here's what happens, guys. See that? There's no fire inside. All it's doing is it just has a couple of embers and then new pellets get fed. That's why it just smolders and creates smoke, right? There's no fire, there's nothing. There's a couple of embers in there. And when it has a ton of embers, what happens is that it puts in new pellets and then it just smolders like hell. You see that? It just smolders. Smolders the pellets and then it ignites. The pellets ignite, but it only the ignition, you know, like the actual fire, it only lasts maybe a couple, like 15-20 seconds or so, and then it comes right back to smoldering again. That's how that works. I shouldn't have left the lid that open for that long, but I needed to go ahead and show you guys exactly how it all works, right? So the pit boss feeds pellets just enough to get it up to about 180 degrees. It'll keep it there, it'll ember up, then it'll start feeding more pellets. The new pellets will smolder and it'll create a ton of smoke, and then eventually it'll ignite right into some fire. But that fire dies off within the first like 15 seconds or so, and then it just continues but it just creates more smoke, and it keeps the temps right where they need to be. That's it, guys. Very simple concept. It's not like the Traegers. I think the Traegers, they turn off the fan for a bit and then, you know, it smolders and it turns it back on. I'm not exactly sure how the Traeger one works. I'm just telling you guys how the Pit Boss smoke mode version works, and it seems to be doing a very good job at it. Alright guys, just wanted to go ahead and explain that over to you guys. Alrighty folks, so it's been 7 hours and some change. We are stalling in the 156. It's been staying in that range for a very long time. Let's go ahead and take a look, see what we get. Oh, look at that, man. Oh yeah, she's good. Alright, let me go ahead and take it out and we'll go ahead and start wrapping it. Look at that color, guys. Look at that. Alrighty, let me go ahead and pass the phone over to my wife and let's go ahead and start wrapping this thing. So, let's go ahead and get it. Wow, that was hot. Alrighty, matter of fact, I'm actually going to put it, I'll put it over here. There we go. Actually, no, let's go ahead and turn it. There we go. Much better. But a little bit more this way. There we go. Down like this. Down like this. Not too bad. I was starting to get confused there a little bit. Not too shabby. Make it nice and tight. Alright guys, give me a bit and I'll put it right back in. There we go. So we set it up to 270. Alrighty, give us a bit and we'll get it going. Alrighty, gents. So we are sitting at 199 after almost 11 hours, I think, total. Let's go ahead and start probing this thing. First the flat. Oh, let's see where we're at. 98. Let's go ahead and probe. Oh, okay, this thing is butter. Okay, so that I know that one's good. Okay, this one is also buttery. Where's the probing at? 182? That's a bit weird. That one is tough. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there until the flat gets a bit more, a bit more buttery. We'll leave it there, and then we'll see what's up. Alrighty, gents. Let's go ahead and take a look, see what we got. So it's at 197.206. Oh, okay, now it's like butter. You see that? Huge difference. See that? Huge difference. Let's go ahead and poke a new hole. There we go. You see that? Let's see where we're at. Okay. What about right over here? Oh, okay. Alright, so we're going to call it, and we'll go ahead and put it in. Alrighty, guys. So it's been resting for a little bit. I just want to check out this bark real quick, though. Are we going to end up in disappointment, or is it going to be awesome? Let's find out together, gents. Okay, whoa. This thing looks awesome. All right, we're going to keep resting it, and we'll see how it goes, okay? All right.
Alrighty, gents, look at this bark. Very, very good bark. It's fantastic. Salt and pepper. That's it. Nothing else. You don't need anything else, guys. Look at that. Now the grains are running this way. All right. So we are going to cut up against it. Oh man, look at that. Like butter. One more. It's a little bit barky, guys. Don't get me wrong. It's a little bit barky, but remember, that's all smoke mode right there. You see that? It wants to skip, but you know what? If you angle it just right, boom, that's it. No problem. Look at that Dalstrong just put in work, guys. It's a really good knife, really sharp knife. Now the point, turn around, look how it slices. Oh, look at how it slices, guys. This was very, very, very delicious. Nice, juicy, prime brisket. You don't need Wagyu either, man. All you need, get you a prime brisket from HEB, and that's it, guys. Nothing else. Very barky. I mean, what else do you guys want? Just salt and pepper. Look at that. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.